We're actually over 64. We just made our way into Town and Country. There are still several hundred protesters here, but they've already walked about 3 miles. It is very hot. There were a number of young children. I saw at one point even a mom carrying her young son on her back. So it looks like within the last little bit, some protesters have dropped off. But again, I would say there's at least a couple hundred who are still marching. They started at the St. Louis County Public Library right across from Plaza Frontenac Mall just before 4:30, and when they were leaving, they were telling us, those two organizers, a current Ladue High School senior and a recent graduate of Ladue High School, they were saying they plan to walk to Mason Road. If they were to do that, this could end up being almost 7-8 miles in the heat right now. They were telling me that this was very intentional to bring it to Ladue and to Frontenac and to Town and Country, some of the wealthiest communities, not only in the St. Louis area, but in some cases, some of the wealthiest communities in the country. They say they don't want anyone to be able to ignore their demands. They've been talking about wanting to defund the police department. I asked them specifically, what do you mean by that? One of the organizers said she would really like to see some of the riot gear, for example. She doesn't feel that that's necessary. She feels like it could be more or less a scare tactic, and those are some of the things that she'd like to be removed from police departments and given back into the community to help with schools, things like that. So again, you are watching as hundreds of folks, of protesters, are peacefully protesting right now over I-64 in Town and Country. There have been no issues so far, and that is in part because we've seen a number of police officers that have been helping block off roads. I mean, departments from across the West County area have been here making sure that parts of Clayton are blocked off. They're saying portions of it could be blocked until 8 o'clock tonight. You know, one thing I've been telling you is that people who have been stuck behind this have been saying this is fantastic, they support it. They're not mad at all about being potentially stuck for a long time, basically, while this protest moves through. We'll send things back to you in the studio.
Kim, thank you. A Black Lives Matter rally in South St. Louis has been underway for about 30 minutes right now. Alexis Sotos joins us live this evening from Lindenwood Park neighborhood. Alexis?
Claire, right now this protest is about a couple hundred people, I would say. You can see them all behind me, but it stretches down both sides of Jamison here. I'm going to let George really kind of zoom down there. You can really see the numbers of people that have lined up along the street here. This is Lindenwood Park here. A neighbor told me that this was all really organized within just the last 36, 48 hours or so, and really just an incredible crowd of support. They are all staying on the sidewalks here tonight, not blocking the street, getting so many honks of support from cars that have been driving by. You can hear them right now. We actually saw a Metro bus come by that honked the whole way down the street, getting everyone to cheer here in support. The support that they're seeing in this South City neighborhood, they say, really is just what St. Louis is all about. So you can, again, just see them stretched along. It's families. It's a lot of people that are just in this neighborhood who say they wanted to come out and show their support of the movement and their request for justice for George Floyd. Reporting live, Alexis Sotos, News 4.